Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge O-Level Additional Mathematics Paper 2 4037 24 May June 2021. Let us move to question number 1. Question number 1 says, find the exact solution of this one we have to find, so we can write this side in separate fractions. So p raised to the power 3 by 2 over p raised to the power minus 1 by 2 plus p raised to the power 1 by 2 over p raised to minus 1 by 2 is equal to 4. And now we can shift denominator to numerator, so it will be p raised to the power 3 by 2 and plus 1 by 2 plus this will be p raised to 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2 is equal to 4. Now we can add 3 over 2 and plus this will be 1 over 2 and this is equal to 2. So this will be p squared plus this will be p raised to power 1, which we can write p is equal to 4. Now we can solve this one by the quadratic formula. So p square plus p minus 4 is equal to 0. So we can factorize or we can apply quadratic formula, which is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac under root over 2a. So this will be the quadratic formula which we will be applying, and this will be p. AB value is what? A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to minus 4. These ABC values will replace in this formula and we will be writing P is equal to minus B, so minus 1 plus minus B square 1 square minus 4A into C over 2 into a, and this will be equal to minus 1 plus minus this will be 1 and plus 16, so it will be 17 under root over 2. So we can write p1, two values we can check with the calculator. So fraction, this will be minus 1 plus under root 17 over 2, and this will be resulting to decimal value of 1.56, and the second value will be with this minus sign, and we'll change sign and we'll get this value which is minus 2.56. so minus 2.56, this will be the final answer, and this is for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 2, find integral of this one. So integral, we can write this separate integral. So integral of 1 over 2x minus 3 dx and plus integral of under root x dx. So this will be 1 over 2x minus 3 will integral of this will be log of 2x minus 3 and divided by the derivative of this one, which is 2. So we'll write here 2 plus, similarly this will be x raised to 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 plus 1, x raised to power 3 by 2 over 3 by 2 and plus integral constant c, and we can rewrite it in a different shape like 1 by 2 log of 2x minus 3 and plus this one fraction over fraction, so it can be written as 2 over 3 x raised to the power 3 by 2 plus c, and this will be final answer for 3 marks. Hopefully you got this solved as well. Now question number 3 says variable x and y are such that when log y is plotted against log x, a straight line passing through the point this and this is obtained. Show that y is equal to ax raised to n, where a and n are the integers. So we can find, first we need to understand the situation, like log x is y-axis, and this is log x on this side. This will be a log with base 10 log x, and this side will be log y, and this will be like x coordinate will be log x and y coordinate will be log y of the equation. Now first of all, for these 2 points we will find the gradient. So gradient will be m will be equal to y2 minus y1, so 11 minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, so it will be 2 minus 1, and this will be equal to 11 plus 4 divided by 2 plus 1, which is equal to 15 by 3, which is equal to 5. So gradient is 5, and we can take this point, any point, and we can find the equation of the line. So equation of the line in point slope form, we have y minus y1 will be equal to m into x minus x1. We will be replacing the values, like y minus y1 we can take 11, and x value we will take as 2, and the gradient is 5, so 5 and x minus x1 will be 2 over here, and this one we can write in y is equal to mx plus c format. So it will be y is equal to 5x minus 10, and minus 11 will be shifted to this side, so it will be plus 11. Y is equal to 5x and plus 1. So this is equation of the line in y is equal to mx plus c format. Now the same equation, if graph will be in this one log x and log y function, so it will be what? It will be y will be switching to log y, so we will write log y will be equal to 5 log x, 5 log x and plus 1. So this will be y is equal to mx format, y is equal to mx plus c format in case we are having log x as x coordinate and log y as y coordinate. So now what we can do, we can take power 10, base 10 for this one. So power 10 will be this one, so 10 on base 10 on both sides, so it will be log y is equal to 10 and 5 log x plus 1. Now we know that this is equal to 1, so we will write this side as y is equal to this, y will be equal to 10 raised to the power 5 log x. We can change it, we can first write separately like this one. So we have separated both terms, and now we can rewrite it as, so this will be equal to 10 raised to the power log x raised to the power 5 plus 10 raised to the power 1. So this will be basically what we can do, we can write separately this one over here, like this plus 1 over here, this will be, then we can write separately, and this will be multiplied, multiplications, power will be separated, powers are added, and when we separate it will be multiplication, so it will be 10 raised to 1, and now this will be equal to y, and we can rewrite it as y is equal to, this portion will be equal to 1, and we will get x raised to 5 into 10, and we can rewrite as y is equal to 10 x raised to the power 5, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this question. Now question number 4. Question 4 says the normal to the curve, this at the point on the curve where x is equal to -1, cuts the x-axis at the point P, find the equation of the normal to the coordinate normal and the coordinates of P. So first of all, we will find the equation of the normal. To reach equation of the normal, first we will get the equation of the tangent, so that will be dy over dx. So we will find the gradient. Basically we need the gradient for that one. So for gradient we will be finding dy by dx, and dy by dx is equal to, we'll take derivative of this one, it will be equal to 5x raised to power 4 minus 2 into 3 will be 6 x raised to power 2 plus derivative of x square will be 2x and derivative of 3 constant will be 0. Now we can find dy by dx at x is equal to -1. So dy by dx at x is equal to -1 will be equal to 5 and -1 raised by 4 minus 6 into -1 minus 1 raised to the power 2 and plus 2 into -1, and this one we can rewrite as 5, and this will be -6 and -2, so 8 minus 8 plus 5 will be -3, so this will be the gradient. Now this is gradient, and now gradient of the normal, so we can write m of normal will be equal to reciprocal and change sign. So reciprocal and change sign will be 1 over 3. So this will be the gradient m value, and we can find equation y value. We need to find y value x when x is equal to 1, when x is equal to -1. When x is equal to -1, we will find y value. So y is equal to, we have this equation x raised to 5 minus 2x. So -1 raised to 5 minus 2x, which is -1 cubed, and next is plus x squared plus 3. So plus -1 squared plus 3, and we can further simplify this, and this will be equal to -1 and plus 2 and plus 1 and plus 3, so this will be equal to 5. So y value will be 5 when x will be equal to -1. So our point will be what? Point will be -1 and 5. Now we can find equation of the normal using this point and using the gradient of the normal, which is 1 by 3. So we can write again, we can use the equation y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, and this will be equal to y minus y1 will be 5, this one over here, so is equal to gradient will be 1 by 3 into x minus x1, which is -1, so it will be +1 over here. And further we can write in y is equal to mx plus c format. So 3 we can shift to this side, so 3y minus 15 is equal to x plus 1. So 3y will be equal to x plus 1 plus 15 will be 16. So 3y is equal to x plus 16. Now at y is equal to 0, at y is equal to 0, what will be this equation? This implies 3 into y will be equal to 3 into 0 is equal to x plus 16. So this implies x will be equal to -16. So coordinates of the P point which we're supposed to find is -16 and 0, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 5. Question 5 says solve the simultaneous equation. These two equations are provided. So one is straight line, the other one is quadratic equation. So what we can do, we can make x as subject in this one, and this will be equal to x will be equal to 3y plus 20, and this value we can replace in this equation, and our equation will become 3y 3y plus 20, and this will be squared, and plus y squared minus 2 into x value will be 3y plus 20, and plus 6y is equal to 0. We can open this one, open square, so it will be 9y squared plus 20 squared will be 400, and plus 2ab, so 2 3s are 6, 6 20s are 120y, and plus this y squared, and minus 2 into 3 will be 6, so 6y, and minus 2 into 20 will be minus 40, and plus 6y is equal to 0. Now adding like terms, 9y squared and plus y squared, these two will add up to 10y squared, and y value this one and this one will add up to, no need to add because these two will cancel, this one and this one will cancel, so we'll get plus 120y, 120y plus 120y. And next is the constant, so 400 minus 40 will be plus 360 is equal to 0. 10 we can take common, so inside will be y squared plus 10 is common, so 12y, and plus this will be 36 is equal to 0, and 10 is not equal to 0, not equal to 0, this implies y square 1 square y squared plus 12y plus 36 is equal to 0. Now we can factorize this. For factorization we can check mode 5 3, coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is 12, and the constant value is 36, and this will be minus 6, so y plus 6 and y plus 6 is equal to 0. These will be the factors, so this implies y is equal to minus 6, this will be the root, and we know x is equal to this one, x is equal to 3y plus 20, so x is equal to 3y plus 20, and y is minus 6, so x is equal to 3 into minus 6 plus 20, and this will be equal to x is equal to minus 18 plus 20 minus 18 plus 20, so x will be equal to 2, this will be 2, I will write properly over here. Okay, so this will be the x and y values. Basically this is simultaneous equations we solved. This was for 4 marks. Now question number 6. Question number 6 says the variables x and y are such that this is equal to this. Find expression for dy over dx. So this is 2 marks question, straightforward easy question. So dy over dx will be equal to, we can rewrite it as x cube minus 91 raised to the power 1 over 3, and now we can write it as x cubed minus 91 raised to the power 1 by 3 minus 1, and this will be 1 by 3 minus 1 into and this will be multiplied by that one, what do you call, the derivative will be 3x squared, and further we can divide it by um, so this will be basically the this one par will be pulled first. Basically what we have to do, we have to pull this par first, and then we have to subtract minus 1, and then we have to take derivative of the internal. So par will be pulled first like this one, so 1 by 3 over here, and rest of these extra circles I'm removing, which I have drawn for your explanation, and this will be the derivative. Now we can further simplify. 3 will be cancelled with this 3, and remaining will be x raised to the power 3 minus 91 raised to the power, this will be 1 by 3 minus 1 and minus 1, and this will be equal to minus 1 is equal to minus 2 by 3. So power will be minus 2 by 3 and x squared, so we can write x squared over here, and this can be rewritten as x squared over x raised to power 3 minus 91 raised to the power 2 by 3. So this will be the final answer for this question. This was a 2 marks part. Now the B part, hence find approximate change in y. Approximate change in y as x increases from 6 to 6 plus h, where h is a small change. This is 2 marks part. So we can change small change in y with respect to h, which will be what? Which will be dy over dx at 6. So at 6, so this will be equal to what? In this equation we'll replace x is equal to 6, so 6 squared and 6 cubed minus 9 whole raised to the power 2 by 3, and this will be equal to, we can take fraction, so 6 squared over, in bracket this will be 6 cubed and minus 9 and bracket close and whole raised to the power 2 over 3, and this will give us 1 point um, 2 over 3. It's not 9, it should be 91. Basically we have these silly mistakes, so this should be 91 and this is equal to 1, and its answer is 1.44 and h. So because plus 6 plus h, so this will be answer for 2 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 7. Question number 7 says write the expression for this in the form. Completing square format we have to provide, and where p, q, r are the constants. So this is 3 mark question. Completing square, this is a little tricky, completing square. So what we will do, we can take 4 common, and inside will be x squared plus x squared plus what? Instead of taking 4 common, we can do like 4x squared, and this 7 we can split into plus 1 and plus 6 and this minus 4x. So what we have done in this step, we have just split plus 7 into plus 1 and plus 6, and now next we will be applying this one, what do you call, completing square. So we will apply completing square over here. So 4 into, this will be x squared plus 1 over 4 minus 2 into x into 1 by 2, and if you cancel this one, if you open this bracket, you will get same step and plus 6. Like for example, if we open this, we will get 4x squared, and if we open this one, we'll get 1, which is over here, and this into this will be resulting to minus 8x and half. So 8x will be half, will be 4x, and plus this tail portion as 6. And then what else, we next step what we can do, we can write it as, this is what, this portion is x minus 1 by 2 whole square, and plus this will be 6, and this is our final answer, x minus 1 by 2 squared plus 6, and we can write as p value will be 4. So p value is 4, q value is inside, which is -2, so q value is -1/2, and r value is +6, so r is equal to +6. These are the values which we're supposed to find, and this is basically the format which we were looking for. This is done, 3 marks question. Then B part, hence find greatest value of this one and state the value of x at which this occurs. So greatest value will be, if we write this in that completing square which we have just done, it will be 1/4 into x minus 1/2. I'm copying from here, and this will be squared and +6. Now this value will be hence find the greatest value of this. Greatest value will be when this should be, the denominator should be minimum. Then in that case we'll get the maximum value because this is fraction. So how we will get denominator minimum? So 4 into x minus 1/2 whole raised by 2 plus 6. This is denominator. So when this will be 0, we will get 6. If anything else more than 0, we will get a bigger number. So 0 will be what? 0 will be 0 we can get if we'll have 1/2 over here and minus 1/2 and +6. So in that case this portion will be 0 and this will be +6 and it will be equal to 6, and then we will get the maximum answer because denominator will be minimum. So we will say this value will be 1/6 at x is equal to 1/2. This is how we have done. I have explained you this portion also. Hopefully you got this. Now question number 8. Question number 8 says a part, show that this is equal to this, and this is simple. We can take left hand side and we can write cos square 2x is equal to 1 minus sine square 2x and divided by 1 plus sine 2x, and we can further write this as 1 squared minus sine 2x squared, and over this will be 1 plus sine 2x, and a square minus b square, you know the formula, a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. The same formula we will apply over here, and we will write 1 plus sine 2x 1 plus sine 2x and 1 minus sine 2x, and this will be divided by 1 plus sine 2x, and we can cancel this one and this one, and answer will be, this will be equal to 1 minus sine 2x, which is equal to right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence this is done. We have proved this. Second part, hence solve this is equal to 1 from 0 to 90. So we can rewrite like what we have done in the previous part. The same thing, this one is equal to 1, and it is 1 minus sine 2x. So we will write this portion as 1 minus sine 2x. So our equation will become 3 into 1 minus sine 2x and equal to 1. So this implies what? If we open the bracket, this will be 3 minus 3 sine 2x is equal to 1, and 3 sine 2x will be equal to 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So sine 2x will be equal to 2 over 3, and 2x will be equal to sine inverse of 2 by 3, and x will be equal to 1 by 2 of sine inverse of 2 over 3. Now we got this equation, x is equal to 1 by 2 sine inverse of 2 by 3. For the angles, what we can just check sine inverse of 1 by 2. So shift sine of 2 by 3, 2 over 3, and this is equal to 41.81. 41 point, so we can write over here x is equal to 1 by 2 into 41.8. So this value 41.8 divided by 2 will be equal to, basically 41.8 divided by 2 will be equal to 20.9. So we can write here x is equal to 20.9. One value will be this one, and from this 0 to 90 we have to check all the values. For that one, what we can do, we can sketch a small drawing, like for example over here y-axis and sine is, this is x-axis, and sine is curving like this one. If I draw only this section, so 41.8, this value 41.8 I'm checking, this is sine inverse of 2 by 3, so 41.8 in the middle will be, this is up to 180 and this will be 90, so 41.8 I can show over here. So 41.8, and if we draw angle like this one, so reference over here, and the same reference we can check on this side and this side also, and this value will be 180 minus 41.8, so 180 minus 41.8 will be equal to 138.2. So this reference will be 138.2, and if we divide this by 2, so 138.2 divided by 2. Why divided by 2? Because of this one, x is equal to 1 by 2 of this. So this will be divided by 2 will be equal to 69.1. 69.1, and we can give the second value as 69.1. These will be the two values within this provided range, and the rest of the values will be out of range, so we will not be considering those values. Then they are saying solve, this is next B part, solve cot of this one minus under root 3 from 0 to pi radians. So tan of y minus pi by 2 will be equal to, we can take reciprocal of this. Inverse of cot is tan, so we have taken the inverse, that is equal to 1 by 3, and now we can find the value of y. So first we'll shift tan, so y minus pi by 2 will be equal to tan inverse of 1 by 3, and we can shift pi by 2 also, so y is equal to pi by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3, and we are missing something, this one. See, this is under root 3, we are taking 3, so we have to take under root like this. Okay, now what we can do, we can find this tan inverse of 1 by 3. This will be shift tan of 1 over under root 3, and this will be equal to, 30 degree, or we can write it as pi by 6. So this will be pi by 2 plus pi by 6, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to pi over 2 and plus pi over 6, and this is equal to 2 by 3 pi, 2 over 3 pi, and decimal value also as well we can check, which is 2.094, 2.09. I'm giving the up to this one, or even you can provide 4 also. So this is done. Question number 9 says a function f is defined for all real values of x by f of x is equal to this one. Find the range of f of x. Range of f for range of f of x, we'll be checking the values like e raised to the power 5x. This value can never be negative, so it's always positive value. So this will be positive. So 3 plus some positive value will be always greater than 3. So it will be f of x is greater than 3. Even if we are taking 0, x value is equal to 0, we will get e raised by 0, which is 1. So 3 plus 1 will be 4. So if we are having some even negative value, then we will be getting plus, and we will be having greater than 3 value as a result. F of x value will be always greater than 3. This is 1 mark part. Then for the second part, B part, find an expression for f inverse of x and state its domain. So f of x is equal to y, and we can write 3 plus e raised to 5x. Now we need to find inverse. For inverse, we are making x as subject, and then we are swapping that, so we can make x as subject. So e raised to 5x will be equal to y minus 3, and to get rid of this e, we can take log. So 5x will be equal to log of y minus 3, and this will be what? We can shift 5 also to other side, so 1 over 5 log of y minus 3. This will be we can swap now. So after swapping x and y will be equal to 1 over 5 log x minus 3, and this is f inverse of x is equal to this, and this is the final value for 3 marks B part. Now C part, solve f inverse of x is equal to 0. So f inverse of x, we got 1 over 5 log x minus 3, and if this is equal to 0, f inverse of x is equal to this one, and this is equal to 0. So shift 5 to other side. So 1 over 5 is not equal to 0. This implies log of x minus 3 is equal to 0. We can take e base on both sides. So e raised to the power log x minus 3 is equal to e raised to the power 0, and this can be written as x minus 3 is equal to 1. This is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4, and x is equal to 4 will be the final answer for this part. This is also 2 mark question. Now D part says sketch the graph of y is equal to f of x. Hence, on the same axis, sketch the graph of y is equal to f inverse of x. Give the coordinates of any points where the graph crosses the x-axis. So this graph and this graph is not part of the paper. I have copied here for your explanation. I'll explain in a while. First, we will use this coordinate axis to sketch the graph. So for this sketching, we can take like we can take f of x. F of x is what? F of x is over here, which is 3 plus e raised to the power 5x. 3 plus e raised to the power 5x. 3 plus e raised to the power 5x, and if this is equal to y, so at y x will be equal to 0, so at y x will be equal to 0, so y will be equal to 3 plus e raised to 0, which is equal to 4, so y will be 4. So what we can do, um, we can basically take 4. So from origin, we can take this one as 2, so this one 2, then 4, and then this will be 6. So 2, 4, 6, these values, and this will be at 4, this will be 0. So, and what else we can take, like we can, so this is passing through this one, and if we check with the this one calculator, 3 plus, the easiest way is to use calculator like this one, and it will be e raised to the power 5 and x, so this is x. Now we want to check for at 4, and this one, like at 0 it will be 4, so for 1 we can check, so calculate for x is equal to 1, and this is giving us 151. So it's going up, sharply going up at 1. So this will be, if we are drawing like on this side as this one as 2 and this one as 4, so 2 and 4. So from here, this side, it is going sharply up like this and passing through. If I draw in different colors, so our sketch will be like this one and like this one. Now after this, if we take like minus side, we can calculate for minus 0.5, and it is 3.9, so it's going down. 3 is over here, so closer to 3. If we take like calculate for minus 2, it will be 3 point something, and calculate for 5, minus 5, it is again 3 points, so it will never be coming lesser than 3. So 3 point, we have taken this one. If we take 3 line as this one, so our curve will never come lesser than 3, so we can draw like this one, so it will not be curving lesser than 3. If we take 3 a little lesser, so roughly basically I've sketched, so we can take these points, 2 over here, 4 over here, and this will be the curve, and from here it's going sharply up. This is our y is equal to f of x curve, and this is what we have drawn for this one. If we draw for f y is equal to f inverse of x, f inverse of x will be what? F inverse of x we have taken over here, and which is x is equal to 1 by 5 log of y x minus 3. This one, f inverse is equal to 1 by 5 log of x minus 3. 1 by 5 log of x minus 3. So that one also we can write here. Y is equal to 1 by 5 log of x minus 3, and this equation we can sketch. Now we can use calculator for this equation as well, so it will be 1 over 5 and log of x x minus 3 bracket close, and we can calculate for some value. We know that this other graph f of x is passing through y 4, so we can check for x value as 4. So calculate for x is equal to 4, this is equal to 0. So it means we identified that curve is passing through this point, and then we can check for the other points, like a little lesser than 4 and a little more than 4. So we can check for um, 4 point something, calculate for 4.5, and this is equal to 0.08. So it's positive upward. So for calculate for 10, this will be again 0.38, so it's increasing. So calculate for 500 will be also 1.24 something, and calculate for 1000, even 10,000 or 1000, this will be 1.38. So it means it's like lesser than 1, but lesser than 2, but it's closer to 2. So it's moving like this one over here, not above, because our 2 is over here. So I will draw like this one from here, and from the lower side we can check lesser than, calculate for 3.9, and 3.9 is negative side, so it's coming down. So calculate for 3.8 is again this one. So calculate for uh, 2.5, this will be syntax error, so it's not crossing 2.5. So calculate for 2.7, not 2.7, 3.7. So 3.7, this will be again 0.7. So it's moving down like this one, sharply moving down like this. We can move it down. So this will be only these points of intersection are required, which we have to show. And now what we can do, you can, for practice, you can use so many softwares which are available on net. So I will switch to the software and we will sketch these graphs. And over here, this is the software which will be using. You can use this software or any other. So this first equation, y is equal to 3 plus e raised to the power 5x. If we draw this one, I have already typed for you to save time. So this will be the curve, and you can see this is y-intercept, which is exactly 0.4, and this line from this side is just touching 3 and not going down. If we go whatever to the left side, it's not going less than 3, so it will be not less than 3 value. And from this side it's sharply going up, but it is also not crossing this line, which is which line. We can check for this line, and this is basically 1, so it's not crossing this one line. So y-intercept, which is 4. Now the second graph which we have already plotted, that one also we can check, which is y is equal to 1 over 5 log of x minus 3, which is f inverse of x. If we check this, this is over here, and you can see this is at 4 and 0, and this was 0 and 4. So 4 and 0, and sharply coming to 3 and going down, and this side is also bending like this one. So it's like similar to the graphs which we have drawn, and how we can see that these are reflections of each other or inverse of each other. So we can draw a line y is equal to x, and we can check this is the line. So this is like mirror line. You can see these are reflected reflections of each other. So this one, these are basically the two drawings which are required, and these 2 points you have to indicate. I have copied the same curve for you on the question paper also. These are the graphs, like first graph is this one. If we enlarge this, so we can see this one. This is the graph, same one, which is 0.4. This is y-intercept, and it is sharply covering, sharply bending upward, and this side is up to 3. This is 3 level, so it's coming straight to parallel, almost parallel to that x-axis. So this is basically the drawing. This is very nice for your practice. You can practice this at home. Keep in mind, these type of softwares are not allowed and not available during exam. So before exam you can practice these type of graphs, and that will increase your skill level. And this is the complete both graph I've shown over here. And this is f of x, this is f of x, and this is f inverse of x. And you can see this is also, this is 4 and 0 0 4, and this side and this side. I have explained you everything by the help of calculator, easiest possible way to check these values and sketch these graphs. Hopefully you understood each and everything for this question. Question number 10 says a particle P travels in a straight line so that t seconds after passing through a fixed point O. Its displacement s meters and from O. S meters from O is given by this one. So this is the displacement equation, and find the value of t when P is at instantaneous rest. Instantaneous rest mean it will be that for that moment it will be, velocity will be 0, and this will be correct to two significant figures they are asking for. And this is 4-mark question. So we will take derivative of s to find the velocity. So ds over dt will be equal to derivative of constant 31 over 3 will be 0. So 0 minus e raised to the power t will be as it is, and this will be 1 over 3. And next we can rewrite it as minus 10 and minus 1 e raised to the power minus t, and this will be, we can put equal to 0 because it is at instant rest, so we'll be taking equal to 0, and our equation will reduce to 1 over 3 minus 1 over 3 e raised to the power t, and minus minus, so plus 10 e raised to the power minus t is equal to 0. And further we can multiply everything by 30, so we'll get minus e raised by t, not 30, by 3 basically. So this will be 1 by 3 will be cancelled with 3, and 10 multiplied by 3 will be 30. E raised to the power minus t is equal to 0. Further we can shift this one, e raised to power to other side, so e raised by t is equal to 30 e raised to power minus t. And we can uh, shift this e raised by t to other side, so it will be e raised by t over e raised by minus t is equal to 30. So this implies e raised to the power e raised by 2t is equal to 30. So this one denominator we have shifted up, and it will be added in the power, so it will be e raised by 2t. And to get rid of this e, we can take log on both sides. So log e 2t is equal to log of 30, and this will be 2t is equal to log of 30, and t is equal to 1 by 2 log of 30. 1 by 2 power we can write. Okay, so directly we can calculate this by the help of calculator. So it will be 0.5 log of 30, and this is equal to 1.7, two significant figures, so 1.7, so this is 1.7, this will be the t value. Hopefully you understood. This is a 4-mark question. Now second part, find the distance traveled in the first 2 seconds. Distance traveled in first 2 seconds in the distance equation, which is s is equal to 31 over 3 minus e raised by t over 3 minus 10 e raised by t. In this equation we will be replacing t is equal to 1.7. This value we will replace, so it will be 31 over 3 minus e raised to the power t over 3 and minus 10 e raised to a minus t. In this equation we will replace t is equal to 1.7, so this will be e raised by 1.7 over 3 minus 10 e raised to a minus 1.7, and we can calculate this. This will be 31 over 3 and minus e raised to the power, e value will be this one, so e raised to the power, basically first we have to take fraction, then e raised to the power, so e raised to the power 1.7 over, this will be 3, and next is minus 10 e raised to the power, e raised to the minus 1.7, and this will be giving us 6.68. 6.68. This will be 3 marks question, which we are done. Hopefully you understood this part as well. Now B part, a particle q travels in a straight line for that t seconds after leaving a fixed point O. Its velocity v meter per second is given by v is equal to 2t from 0 to 5, and v is equal to this one when t is greater than 5. On the axis below, sketch the velocity time graph for the first 8 seconds of the motion of the particle. So for first 8 seconds, so time is on x-axis and velocity is on y-axis, meter per second. So this is second. So what we will do, we will draw first from 0 to 5. 0 to 5 is v is equal to 2t. So v is equal to 2t from 0 to 5. 5 is this one, so if we replace x is equal to 5, t is equal to 5, this will be equal to 10. So v will be equal to 10, and 10 point is this one for 5, and we can check for, like t is equal to 1, v will be 1 will be equal to 2, so for 1 it will be 2, so lesser than this one, so 2 will be this, and for 0 it will be 0, and for 2 it will be 4, so 4 will be like over here, then 3 will be 6, so 6 will be a little more than this, and now this will be basically a straight line, so we can draw a straight line. This will be straight line like this, so straight line graph for this section. Now from 5 to 8, 5 to 8 we will be following this equation because greater than 5, so we can take 6 and v value is equal to t square minus 8t plus 25, and for replacing values we are using calculator technique. We can take this one as alpha, and this will be x squared and minus 8x and plus 25. So we will check for 5, calculate for 5, and this is giving us 10, which is already we have pointed out, and we can check for 6, so calculate for 6, and this is 13, so for 6 it is 13, and 13 will be like this point I have marked over here, and for 7 also calculate for 7, and for 7 it is 18, So 18 will be like over here. Then we can check for 8, calculate for 8, and this will be 25. So for 8 is 25, we can mark over here. So gradually it is curving like this over here. So we can draw a curve like this one. So this will be the sketch showing all your working. Find the distance traveled by Q in the first 8 seconds of this motion. So how we will find this? Is 5-mark question. It's not easy. It's like you will have to integrate from t is equal to 0 to 5 for this portion and area under the graph, or you can take the triangle, whatever you like, and for then you will have to integrate from 5 to 8, so and area under the graph. So you will be checking for first section. You can take this triangle or you can integrate as you like. So this will be, and for the second section, which is this one, you will be checking area under the graph from 5 to 8, and you will be getting this area, and by adding these two areas we will get the solution, and this will be by integration. Hopefully you understood everything and you are following everything. So this will be the area which we need to find. Now both integrals, I will be using integration. So integration from 0 to 5, and the value is 2t dt. From where we got 2t? This one v is equal to 2t, and for the second curve we will be taking this equation t square minus 8t plus 25, and that integral will be from 5 to 8. So we'll add this one from 5 to 8, and integration will be for the curve t square minus 8t plus 25 and dt, and we will be integral of 2t will be 2t squared over 2, and we can cancel this, but the integral uh, limits will be 0 to 5, which we'll be writing, and plus integration of this will be t cubed over 3 minus 8t squared over 2 plus 25t, and this will be from 5 to 8, and this is done. Next step, we can replace the upper value first, so it will be 20 squared. 5 squared will be 25, and the rest is minus, so we can write 5 square minus, okay, I will write properly 5 square minus 0 so that you can understand, and plus upper limit. This 8 will be replaced first, and we will get 8 cubed over 3 minus 8 into 8 squared over 2, and plus this will be 25 into 8 and bracket closed, and this for the second minus for the second limit, which is 5, so it will be 5 cubed over 3 minus 8 into 5 squared over 2, and plus this will be 25 into 5, and this is what we need to calculate. This will be 25, and plus we can calculate this separately and this separately, and we will write over here with the help of calculator. So 8 cubed over, we'll have to rewrite, take fraction first, so this will be 8 cubed over 3, and minus this will be fraction 8 into 8 squared divided by 2, and plus this will be 25 multiplied by 8, and this is equal to 344 over 3, so 344 over 3, and minus we can check for the this fraction also. We will solve with the help of calculator. So fraction 5 cubed over 3, and minus this will be 8 and brackets 5, and this will be squared over 2, so I will take fraction over here, and 8 and 5 squared over this will be 2, and plus length here calculation always will have to take care otherwise, so it will be 200 over 3, so 200 over 3, this minus sign we have already copied, and this will be equal to what? This will be 25 plus 345 over 3 and minus 200 over 3, and this is equal to 73, and this will be the answer which we found this area of this one. So 25, even if we are trying for this triangle method, for this one it will be half into base into height, and that will be area of the triangle, and this will be equal to 0.5. 0.5 into base is 5 and height is 10, so this will be 50. 0.5 into 50, which will be equal to 25. So by this method you can use 25 or you can use by integration. I have done both methods. Question number 11. OAB is triangle. The position vector of point AB relative to the origin O are AB respectively. The side AB is extended to point C such that AB is equal to 1 by 4 AC. Show that OC is equal to this. For this one, we can draw a small drawing for better understanding. Like for example, over here, if we draw a small drawing like this one, so this is coordinate axis, and we can take A over here, like for example, say A is this one, this is A, and we can draw B also, so say this is B and this one is B. Now we can draw, they're saying A is A and B, this one A and B. Now the side AB is extended, so this is A, this is B, this side is extended to C, so such that AB is equal to 1 by 4 of AC. So 1 by 4 of AC we can reach up to say over here, and say this point is C. So 1 by 4, so this is 1 by 4 and this will be 3 by 4, and now we have to this is the origin, and we have to show that OC is equal to this. For OC we can draw OC from here, like this one will be OC, and this arrow is like, for example, we can check AB. AB will be equal to what? AB will be equal to AB will be equal to AO plus OB, this one. So AO will be minus A and OB will be B, so minus A plus B, or we can write B minus A. So this will be AB will be equal to B minus A. So 1 by 4 of B minus A. So no, this is like this AB is B minus A, this one. And this is 3 times that one. So this will be 3 times B minus A. This is 1 and this is 3 times this, so that's why this is B minus A, and this one we have taken 3B minus A, and arrow will be this. Directions are very important in case of vectors questions, and this is x-axis and this one is y-axis origin, so everything I've explained. Now we can write the OC vector. OC vector will be equal to what? this one we can take this route, like from here this route and this route for OC vector, and this will be equal to um, OA plus AB and plus BC. So these three vectors, and values for this is, these are what, A, then plus B minus A, and then plus 3B minus A. Now we can open the bracket. It will be A plus B minus A plus 3B minus 3A. Now this A and minus A will be cancelled, and we can write as 4B. B plus 3B will be 4B minus 3A, and this is equal to OC, and it's the same thing which we are supposed to find, supposed to show, which we have shown. Hopefully you understood with the help of this drawing properly. Now we can move to the B part. B part says the point D lies on OA such that OD is 3:2. The line CD meets OB at the point E. Find the position vector of point E. So what we will do, this is 5-mark question. We will be doing this one properly. So the same drawing, save time, I'm just copying this drawing, and we can copy this and paste over here, and this will be our drawing, and we can use this drawing over here, and I will erase this lower portion which is not required. So drawing we will be using this one, and what we can do, we can reduce a little and move over here. Okay, so this is done. Now DC, basically they have given us this detail about D also. OD ratio DA is 3:2. The point D lies on OA. We have to locate D point. D point is on OA such that OD is equal to 3:2. So D will be like this one over here. So I will write D over here. This is D. Okay, I'll rewrite this one. D over here. Now OD ratio DA is 3:2. So this will be 3, this will be 2. Total are 5 portions. So this will be 3/5 and this will be 2/5. Now we can draw, they are saying the line CD. Where is CD? We need to understand. So this is CD line, and C to D line is okay. So CD line, the line CD meets OB. OB is this one at the point E. So this point of intersection between these 2 points is E. So this B I am removing and writing here, shifting this B over here, and this point is basically E, which we have indicated over here. This is point E. Then find the position vector of the point E. So we need to find OE. Ultimately our target is to reach to OE, and what we will do, we can write DC. DC will be equal to what? DC will be equal to DO plus OC, this route, this one, and then this one. This will be using, and we can write over here, this will be DO plus OC, and these are the vectors, and DO is minus 3/5, because directions are important. This is direction and this is direction for this. So we can write minus 3/5 of A, because this is A vector. Now OC we have calculated in the previous part. OC is over here, 4b minus 3a, so we can write here plus 4b minus 3a. This one we have already calculated in previous part, which we are using. Now DC will be equal to what? Adding like terms, so minus 3 by 5 minus 3 over 5 and minus 3, and this will be equal to minus 18 over 5 plus 4b as it is. So this is the value of DC which we have calculated, we have checked, and OE will be equal to what? OE will be equal to OD plus DE. So OD plus DE, this will be the root and this side plus this side. Now what we can do, we can remove this shading, and then we can OD is 3 by 5 of A, so we can write 3 by 5 of A, and plus DE is what? DE is lambda of DC, lambda into some fraction of DC. So we write some fraction of DC. DE is portion of bigger line, which is DE is portion of DC. So we write lambda into minus 18 by 5 plus 4b. This is what I have removed, the extra arrows and circles, and now this is our equation, and we can simplify this. This will be 3 by 5a plus basically minus, when we open the bracket, minus 18 by 5 will be multiplied, so minus 18 over 5 lambda, and plus this will be 4b lambda, this one, and this side is equal to OE. Further, now we can compare this, we can compare this 3 by 5a and this one. Basically we missed minus 18 by 5, it should be A over here, and here also we missed A basically. So this is good that we have done this correction, so we can write over here A, and if we take coefficient of A is what? 3 by 5 and minus 18 by 5 lambda, and this is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. Now we can simplify for lambda. 18 over 5 lambda will be equal to 3 by 5, and lambda will be equal to 15 over 15. Otherwise we will shift this one, 3 over 5 into 5 over 18, so this will be cancelled, and this will be also cancelled, and this will be 1 by 6. So lambda value will be 1 by 6. So DE will be sixth portion of DC, sixth part of DC. And now this lambda value we will put in this equation, which is this one, so we can name it as equation 1. So putting lambda is equal to 1 over 6 in equation 1, we will get what? We get, this will be OE vector is equal to 3 over 5a plus lambda, which is 1 by 6. So 1 over 6 of minus 18 by 5a plus 4b, and we can open this. This will be 3 by 5a, and this will be 8 threes are 6 threes are 18, so minus 3 by 5a, and plus this will be 4 by 6 of b, and plus 3 by 5a and minus 3 by 5a will be cancelled, and we will get OE vector is equal to 4 by 6b. This will be our final answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 12. Question 12 says A part. The first term of an arithmetic progression is minus 5 and the fifth term is 7. Find the sum of the first 40 terms of the progression. 4-mark question. The data given is what? A is first term, which is minus 5, and fifth term. So fifth term is also provided, and fifth term, how we write? A plus 4d is equal to 7, so this is equal to 7. Now a value we will replace in this. It will be minus 5 plus 4d is equal to 7, so 4d will be equal to 7 plus 5, which is equal to 12, so d will be equal to 3, so d is equal to 3 we got. Now we can apply Sn formula, so Sn will be equal to what? Sn will be equal to 40th term, so 40 by 2, and this will be 2 into minus 5, and so 2a plus this will be n minus 1, so it will be 40 minus 1, 40 minus 1 into d value, so this will be 3, and this can be simplified to 2 20s are this one, and this will be minus 10, so this will be minus 200 multiplied by 20, and plus this will be 39 into 3, so plus 39 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 20, and if we calculate this, minus 200 and plus this will be 39 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 20 will give us 2140. This will be answer for more 4 marks. We are done with this part. B part says a geometric progression has third term 8, third term is 8, and sixth term is 0.064. Find the sum of infinity of this progression. So this is also 4-mark question, so we can check the data which we have. We have third term is provided, which is equal to 8, and we have sixth term as well, so sixth term will be equal is given 0.064. This is given, and we know for geometric progression ar square will be equal to, this will be third term, so this implies third term is equal to 8, so, and sixth term will be ar5 will be equal to 0.064. so this is what we have. This one we have written on the basis of this data provided. Now we can go ahead and divide this, so we can write ar squared over ar raised to the power 5 is equal to 8 over 0.064, and a will be cancelled, and next step we can write this as r raised to the power what, this will, what we can do, we can rewrite, we can take reciprocal of the same equation. Okay, I'll take reciprocal over here, so it will be r5 r2, and this will be equal to 0.064. otherwise at the beginning also you can divide ar5 by ar2 and you will directly reach to this step. So this will be r5 minus 2 is equal to 0.064 over 8, and this will be r raised to the power 3, So r raised to the power 3 will be what? R raised to the power 3 is equal to 0.064 over 8, and r will be equal to of uh, cube root of 0.064, and this will be divided by 8, and we can calculate this cube root. Where is cube root? Over here, and fraction will be this one. So 0.064 divided by 8, and this is equal to 1 over 5. So r value is 1 over 5. Now we can find ar squared. We know is equal to 8. So a will be equal to what? This will be equal to 8 multiplied by 5 squared, because 1 over r squared will be on this side. When we'll shift to other side, it will be 5 squared, and 8 into 5 squared will be what? 8 multiplied by 5 squared will be what we are doing. Okay, so okay, so 5 squared will be equal to 200. So this is a value. Now after getting this one, we can find Sn, which is sum to infinity, and for that one we will just make space over here, reduce to readable size, and this will be infinity will be equal to S infinity will be equal to a over 1 minus r. A value is 200, which we just found, over this will be 1 minus r value, which is 1 over 5. So 1 over 5 will be 1 over 5 will be equal to 0.2. So we can write here 0.2, and we can write 200 divided by 1 minus 0.2 is equal to 250. So sum to infinity will be 250. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and there were 2-3 tricky questions, and specifically graph questions I have gone into detail, and the vector questions I have tried my best to draw proper drawings and to show you each and every detail, and I have tried my best to explain. Even then, I'll be waiting for your comments, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and also press bell icon and like the video and share with your friends, and recommend this channel to your friends and classmates. Introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.